so I remember what I had to say. I was going to talk about our efforts in the Amity School District and how that led us to propose statewide statutory legislation, which I want to get into just a little bit with you all. I only plan to talk about 5 minutes, and then Dave and the others will talk, and then we'll do Q&A. So I'll try to make it brief. I got involved in this 2 years ago when the Amity Regional School District, which is Woodbury, Orange, and Bethany, announced in their public declaration of their proposed budget for the year that they're going to take a teacher out of the service line and put this person in as a new DEI coach for Amity Regional High School. Now, I had a daughter that had already graduated. I had a son who was in Amity Regional High, and I think educationally they had great programs. They had some fine courses and teachers and all that. But when I heard that, I and a few neighbors got very concerned because we were seeing that as people who believe in the promise of America, that anybody can be an American and a patriot and a contributor to the community no matter what you look like, your color, your religion, your ethnic background, we're all in this team together. And we believe in that very deeply. You know, my mom marched against George Wallace when he ran for president in '68 on the segregation platform. It's like, hey, I'm down with we're all at the table together. But DEI is not that. It's the opposite. In fact, I've published op-eds saying DEI is actually taking us back down the tribalist rabbit hole, where we judge people by their group and their color and their skin and not by their character. And it's actually a rejection of Dr. Martin Luther King's prophetic claim, I dream of a day when my children will be judged by the content of their character and not by the color of their skin. We are the ones defending Dr. King's legacy. The left are the ones who are tossing it in the trash in order to form a kind of ethno-hierarchy. I'm sure some of them may think they have good intentions, but we've all seen it. If you study Yugoslavia after its breakup, you study Rwanda and the ethnic tribalism there, these things always end badly. That's why, as Kemi Badenoch says, as the hopefully future Prime Minister of Britain, this stuff is not helping poor kids and minority kids, it's actually hurting them. Anyways, with that background, that's why I and some other parents got involved. I said, no, this is not the way to do this. We started doing FOIA requests. We did 2 extensive FOIA requests. There's still thousands of pages we haven't fully gone through reviewing. We have spoken at dozens of school board meetings, as I'm sure you all have as well, during the open mic or public comment session, time and time again. We have drafted letters, quasi-petitions that have gotten, 20, 50, 70, 100 signatures and sent them to the school board saying this is not the way to go. There's a different way to do inclusion, etc., in a way that works and is consistent with American principles. We did all this stuff. And the response from our elected representatives and the Amity Regional School Board was a deafening silence. I'm sure a lot of you have encountered this in your respective battles with your school boards, right? I felt like we were almost perceived as some kind of flea in the sleeve that had to be flipped away while they got back to the business of creating their utopian society. Anyways, having studied all this, I had been following this just for some time, for very